Happy Friday, everybody. Today is April 10th, 2026, and this is your Friday planning video. Now, there's a moment that happens every year right about now. Tax season is almost over. The paperwork is mostly done, and a lot of people feel that same instinct. I just want to be done with this. That instinct makes sense. Tax season is draining. But today I want to talk about something that quietly derails good planning every year: post-tax season avoidance. Now, the most common April mistake I just may be seeing is this one: avoidance. Here's what post-tax season avoidance looks like. So you tell yourself, I'll deal with this later. I don't want to think about money for a while. Let's just get past April 15th. And before you know it, spring turns to summer, schedules fill up, and the clarity tax season gave you gets pushed aside. The problem isn't procrastination. The problem is that this window is uniquely valuable. There's a reason why April still matters. April's not about filing anymore. It's about processing. You now have real income numbers, real savings behavior, real cash flow patterns, real evidence what worked and what didn't work. That clarity fades as the year speeds up. Avoidance doesn't feel dangerous in April. It feels like relief. But relief without reflection is how insights get lost. Your planning isn't urgent yet. Now, this is the irony. The reason people avoid planning in April is the same reason April is the best planning month. There's no urgency yet. No year-end deadlines, no forced decisions, no pressure. Good planning happens before urgency shows up, not when it's screaming at you. What can we do instead of avoiding? This doesn't require big moves. It requires small, intentional pauses. Ask questions like, what surprised me this tax season? Where did money feel tighter than expected? Where did things actually work better than I thought? Those answers don't demand action right away. They just need to be acknowledged before distraction takes over. Now, here's a practical April reminder. Before April 15th, before we wrap up, I want to flag one important logistical detail again, especially for anyone still finalizing or mailing their tax paperwork. April 15th is still the official filing deadline, but if you're mailing something time sensitive, it's important to remember, as I mentioned last week, that you have to know that mailing a document doesn't always mean it's postmarked the same day anymore. Now, because of a change in how mail is processed, postmarks are often applied at regional processing centers, sometimes a day or more after something gets dropped in the mailbox. So if timing truly matters, and this does with your tax return, the safest options are taking the document to a post office counter and requesting a manual postmark, or using a mailing method that provides confirmation. This is not about panicking. It's about removing unnecessary risk right when you get to the finish line. Now, good planning pays attention to process, not just intent. All right, now here's a closing thought for post-tax season avoidance that's understandable. April is where planning quietly compounds, before the year speeds up, before priorities blur, before urgency shows up again. Next week, we're going to talk about how to turn this clarity into forward momentum without overreacting or overcomplicating things. So for now, have a great weekend and keep planning.